anyway, well, money, maybe the money would keep it out of the way too. Okay. We're going to start with people who have already received their grant funding, because some of them have actually already been on their trips. And first of all, I'm remiss in not introducing people. I just assume everybody knows who everybody is. Leah Hickman is our foundation president. Leah has a son, Tommy, who is now a freshman at the University of Arkansas, and Mallory, who is in the 10th grade at Longview High School. Helen Davis is our secretary. She taught about as long as I did at Foster Middle School, teaching math, and she is the secretary of the foundation. So I appreciate them being here this morning. Now let's go back to our John W. Harrison Academic Field Trip Grant winners. This is about the 5th or 6th year. We had just begun our grant for field trips when COVID hit, but it has been one of the most popular academic field trip grants, one of the most popular grants we've had. This year, the foundation funded 5 grants for a total of $17,747.04. This grant only goes to 4th and 5th grade teachers and middle school teachers. And I'm constantly bombarded with questions about when's it going to other grades. Okay, one thing at a time. Okay, we're working on it, maybe. But we started with people, part of what we were thinking is, I guess having taught 9th grade, who wants to go somewhere? I know you have little ones, but hey, I was in your cafeteria one day taking pictures, and I said to myself as I left, these people have a talent and a patience and my hat is off to you. Having been at Longview High School, I didn't have to go in the cafeteria, and it was it's a lot to have to keep all those little bodies in line, and y'all do a great job. Okay, our first grant, Brandon Williamson, if you'll come forward, we want to get some pictures. If weather permits, Brandon is going this Friday to take his 8th grade Principles of Agriculture students. Brandon wrote a great grant, absolutely a great grant. He's receiving $4,034.45. He is taking his students, correct me if I don't remember this correctly, he is taking his students first to McShann Florist to tour and learn about floral design. Then they're going on to Pilot Point, Texas, to Texas Tulips, where they're going to tour the agricultural side of flowers. Then they're going to pick their own tulips and come home and make a design based on what they learned at McShann Florist. It is absolutely a fabulous grant, I think, to be able to show kids what can be done in agricultural and in the floral industry, which you quoted, I don't remember the number, but some incredible amount of money that is in the agricultural business, floral design in the state of Texas. So congratulations. Great job. He already got his funding. Just a picture. We surprised those people on campus on December the 6th. The reason they get their funding early is they have to start planning for that field trip and buses and tickets, and it takes a while, does it not, Brandon? Yeah, I think it probably does, and lining up chaperones. All right, Laura Johnston at Judson is taking students, life skills students, and her JSA Friendship Club students to Let's Embark on Piney Park. Laura wrote a great grant. You'll come over and get some pictures maybe with Miss Hickman. She wrote a grant last year that the foundation was really impressed with, trying to reach out for her friendship club to the life skills students, whom, as she put in her grant, were often kind of on the margins of the school community. She did a great job last year and has received funding to take those kids again off on a field trip. And those kids the kids in her friendship club will be paired with the life skills kids. Thank you so much. Okay. And when do you go? Thursday after spring break. Okay. Now remember, y'all are sending me pictures. Okay. No, this is not true, but they're going soon. At Clarence Bailey Elementary School received $1,982. They are taking kids for science instruction to the Perot Museum. This will be the second time that kids at South Ward, listen to me, Bailey Elementary School have gone to the Perot Museum. Where? I've already interviewed these kids. Where Explorers received $7,000, they took almost 70 fifth graders right at the end of January and spent the night at Sky Ranch. They were there overnight for a 2-day science instruction. Bramlin had done the same thing the year before. If you want to look into this, this has been pretty popular and very, very successful. I went about a week ago and interviewed the children at Ware, and I then wrote an article for The Voice. Those kids learned a lot. Taught me things about animals and where their eyes are placed and why they do what they do based on where their eyes are. I mean, and this was with no teacher prompting. They were just rattling off everything they had learned. And then Miss Rayvon, who is the art teacher at Foster Middle School, is receiving $3,800. Later in the year, she is taking her children to the Dallas Art Museum, where they are going to receive instruction there based, and again, complementing what they've learned on campus. So we are very proud of y'all. We can't wait to hear about these trips. I had told Brandon I'm going to be out of town on Friday, but I really wanted to go on the floral trip because I think that's really going to be something to see. Really, really, really. Okay. Next, campus grants. Okay. So, but let me tell you, in the years when we started the academic field trip grant, which began in November of 2018, the foundation has now funded 19 grants for a total of almost $80,000 just on those field trips alone. All right, next, we have our campus initiative grants. This is offered to principals and principals designees for up to $5,000 for something that will benefit the entire campus. So this year, we are funding $9,364.64 for 2 grants. First, Brandy Patterson and Christy Scott at Johnson McQueen Elementary School are receiving $4,558. They are going to do a reading writing academy for literacy that will involve both teachers and students. And I think this is coming up in April. Y'all already have it planned, correct?
Yes,
Y'all are
ma'am.
smiling at
Yes.
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 It is in April, because I said I'm hoping I can come out and see that grant in action. Okay?
Do I keep this too, okay?
Oh, yeah, you have to have your funding instructions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you can't get
Get
it.
the money.
Gotta have a budget covered. Next, Brandon Williamson, another winner, and worked with Christy Schobert and Mary Taylor, if y'all will all come forward, from Foster Middle School. They are receiving $4,806.24 for a grant called Get Outside and Learn. Now, Brandon, it's been a good year for Brandon. Yeah, this has been a very good year for Brandon because on top of being a 2-time grant winner, one of his students, Lila Haas, has written an incredible essay about him, and he is going to be our Lamplighter Award recipient from Foster. But while I was at Foster taking pictures of him and Lila, he took me on a little tour. They are going to enhance their outside learning area where his raised beds and his greenhouse are. And he showed me all the plans that he had for it, but not only is it going to enhance his agricultural area, this will be a nice outdoor learning environment that any teacher at a Foster Middle School can utilize. And he promised that there's going to be a ribbon cutting and that we would know when it was. Absolutely. Very good. Okay. Good job, Larry. Okay. Next, we have our, I guess it'd be nice if I told you how many thousands we've given away on that one. We began the Campus Initiative Grant in March 2008. To date, the foundation has funded 52 of those grants for $158,430. Next was the grant that it all began with. The foundation first started in 1996 with what we then call the classroom grant. That didn't sound very good, so I changed it to great rewards for great ideas. Quite frankly, I stole it from another foundation. But I thought that sounded better. You get a great reward when you have a great idea. So for this year, let's start with Coach Hambrick. Coach Hambrick, as I was getting dressed this morning, I thought, now what can I say about him? You know what I know about Coach Hambrick? He's always, for years, grant number one. The first, as soon as it's open, his is the first grant. I get it in paper, on a paper copy, then I get it on the website, just in case I lose one or the other. Coach Hambrick, how many have you won now?
I think this is my sixth.
Oh, wow. He has written a lot of grants, and Hudson has received a lot of physical education equipment. This year, he receives $2,495 for the Omnicon Challenge. Now, would you like to explain that?
Well, first of all, I want to say, you and I have become very good friends, and I really appreciate
Well, thank
it. You know, because you have actually made my storehouse, where my equipment is, not a lot richer, and I want to say thank you. For
Okay,
that.
very good.
So, let me say this first. I had to write it down because I couldn't remember.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, so my first one was the campus grant, and that was a climbing wall.
Yes.
So, and then I had a 9 square in the air. Then another year was ping pong tables, pickleball, which is upcoming and awesome to play, team building, and now Omnicon balls. These are like balls that are designed up in Canada, and they can be used for a variety of games, one of which is about 5 feet. And if you're familiar with the movie Temple of Doom, I'm going to use that ball. Yes, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You've seen this movie. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, that kind of. Anyway, it's a game that's there, and it is absolutely awesome. The kids are going to go crazy, and they're high-tech balls, but for a variety of opportunities. And it's hard to explain. You just got to be there.
Okay.
And maybe I need to send you pictures.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
If I can
See,
do
that's a video,
I
and
can
we
do
can post it.
I
That
can
would be
do
great.
that. I can do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
starting today, you can order.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay, you are welcome. Okay. Forest Park, Katie Ransack, I'm not sure she's with us today, off-screen math. She's receiving $1,134. This is for math, life skills education. Next, from East Texas Montessori Prep Academy. I have to congratulate this campus because they always submit lots of grants. They are avid about getting this money. First of all, making the pieces fit. This is going to be for International Baccalaureate Transdisciplinary Language, Reading, Math, Science, and Social Studies instruction for their pre-K and K children. $2,495.26 is going to,
Okay,
I'm supposed to be letting you.
that's okay. The winners
We
are
were going to do this.
Blanca Alvarez, Mary Bolton, Angela Bogue, Aaliyah Cox, Norma Diaz, Marty Johnson, Kathleen Patichko, Paula Sanchez, Lorraine Vasquez.
Are you here today? Congratulations.
We'll let you all take the certificates to the other winners if that's okay.
Yeah. I hope you will all put these certificates outside your door. When I was at Foster with Ms. Davis doing some teaching last week, I noticed that some of the grant winners who've gotten 5 and 6 grants, they have those certificates down the side of their door, which makes me very happy to show that they are still proud of receiving that money. From Judson Middle School, is it Jill? Am I even close? I'm so sorry, Davis. Okay, what is she getting?
$2,219 for Harmonious Sounds of Inclusion, a musical journey with ORF instruments.
Very good. My, the foundation's been very proud to support the arts, and we have over the years supported, the main people who've gotten money for music are Johnson McQueen, and Judson. Very good. Congratulations. Are you good?
I am here.
Well, congratulations. Brand new t-shirt.
This is my first year.
Her first year. Well, congratulations, and thanks for participating. Okay. All right, next.
Okay, next we have from East Texas Montessori Prep Academy, Cassandra Stevens.
And she is receiving literacy all around, $1,463. Okay, next.
Do we want to give it to them to take to
Yes.
campus?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Make sure she gets this.
And the next winner is Christy Grimes from Johnson McQueen Elementary School, receiving $2,375 for Peg Oh My Heart with Ring-a-Ling-Ling.
She's not here. Okay.
But I will take
Thank you.
Now, Ms. Grimes has been a pretty prolific
She's
grant
up
writer.
there with the coach.
Yeah, she's up there with the
She's in a
She has
studio.
received a number of things to support her music program. Yes, she has. Next.
Okay, the next one is East Texas Montessori Prep Academy again. We have Christine Ashley, is it Kelly Dotson? Sarah Jackson, Deanne Martin, Diamond Parker, Ginger Pritchard, Guadalupe Sandoval, and Deloise Smith with $1,457 for iSense Great Learning.
They are working on the sensory integration
Let's
project.
take these to the other teachers.
Yes.
Get in for a
Photo.
Here's your instructions.
And while we're on instructions, you know what might be the smartest thing? Turn it over today to the person who does the ordering on your campus. Get it out of your hands and into the person who actually has to work with the budget code. Because you know the phone calls I get from that person, they lost their paperwork. Can you help me? So just hand it over now.
Okay, the next winner is Jewel Bibelheimer from Judson STEAM Academy. Is Jewel here today?
No, she is.
She's on an ag trip.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
and that
I knew
was
she was.
$1,879 for Judson School Garden and Outdoor Learning Space.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Are you helping her a little?
I didn't know about that.
Oh, okay. All right, well, there you go.
Sneaking
But it's really been nice. We've seen a number of these things related to the agricultural field, and these agricultural programs. It's been really fun to, and you know, I just have to ask, how is your goat treadmill going?
Well, they use that thing every day.
Okay, is it about 2 years old now? Yes. One of the first grants he got was for a goat treadmill. Who knew? The goat treadmill seems to be very popular because you have to have the goat treadmill if you're going to have a good-looking show goat, is my understanding. And I see a lot of times Longview High School FFA will put on social media, and there are those goats on that treadmill. Poor goats. Some of them don't look very happy either, but they're on there. But the difference is with the goat, they have him harnessed and tied on there, which may be what has to happen. Yeah, to get us on the treadmill. Okay.
Health initiative.
Goat yoga next?
Yeah, there is such a thing. There you go.
Okay, the next one is Longview High School. We have Amy Barrett, Laura Horn, Ramon Morales, Kimberly Shadowins, and Melissa Swallow. Are they here today at the high school? Okay, they're receiving $1,098 for success with chess.
I think chess has become an important thing. They're trying to utilize the top part of the high school library where they've done some work with new furniture, and kids seem to be very interested in going in there and learning and playing chess.
And our next winner is East Texas Montessori Prep Academy again. Omar Baracaldo, Mary Castillo, Barbara Crane, Don Eckel, Andrew Gonzalez, Kathy Mooney, Bridget Rosler, Lisa Salas, Tamika Wesley, Stephanie Whitten, and Latoya Woolen, receiving $2,375 for Word Wonder Fostering Young Minds. Let's give you all
Yes, Jackie, your school might have been the big winner this year. Very good. Congratulations.
Okay, next winner is Brenda Bessman at Judson STEAM Academy, receiving $2,500 for Closing the Gap in Reading.
Reading intervention and dyslexia. Congratulations.
About a year and a half.
Well, congratulations. It's so good to see all these new teachers applying for these grants.
Okay. And our last winner is Kelly Weber, Hudson Pep Elementary, receiving $1,000 for Out with the Old, In with the New, a literacy center. Did you get the picture? Oh, is it
She
you?
just said getting rid of some old books and getting some new.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so through that, we're through that grant program, and remember, this started in May of 1996. The foundation has now funded 782 classroom grants for a total of $8,480 $170. That's our oldest program, and it's probably, of course, been the most successful. However, we have kind of seen, as things have shifted, kind of a decline in people asking for classroom materials and moving more toward those experiences with those kids on the field trips. And so we have talked about, how can we expand that program? Because as the teacher at Ware told me, there's no way from Sky Ranch. She said, Kate, I can't have reptiles and a sugar glider and a zip line and skulls of animals and a python. They named all these things they had studied at Sky Ranch. She said, the district can provide me with a lot, but I can't replicate all of that. And just like you can't replicate really seeing, great designs and how we're going to grow those tulips. So I really think there's been a shift into trying to give kids experiences that back up and reinforce what we're learning in the classroom. Well, we congratulate all of you. But now we have to get the big picture, okay? So, since the foundation began, total grants, last year we went over the $1 million mark, and now we were at $1,086,082 that has been raised out of this community and returned to Longview ISD classrooms and communities. So we're going to take our instructions from Liz as to where we want